The three priciest zip codes in the greater Philadelphia area in the suburban markets were identified recently by Realty Hop. And I've got a secret about searching for homes in these zip codes or around these zip codes you'll want to stay tuned for until the end. So if you get some value out of this, you like what you hear, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and if you want to schedule a call with our team about how to navigate the market and understand what makes these zip codes so pricey, you can do that with the link in the comments. The three priciest zip codes in suburban Philadelphia are all within about a mile of each other. No surprise, it was Gladwyne 19035, Villanova 19085, and Haverford 19041. And the way this is determined, Realty Hop analyzed 3 million for sale listings in its database from January 1st up until October 15th, sorting them by zip code and ranked them by the median list price. Now, the faulty logic here with this is that the list price isn't the sale price, and we know the median's the middle number. This is the data that we've got, and the reasons why were pretty interesting. So Gladwyne came in number one with a median list price of $2.225 million, and the area is identified as having many historic properties that generate appeal from buyers, and that is certainly the case. It's one of the most sought-after zip codes in our marketplace. Villanova came in second at $1.54 million, and Haverford came in third at $1.25 million. So nationally, we saw numbers in like Northern California in the Atherton zip code, $7.75 million. That's an incredible number. We saw places in Miami Beach, $6.1 million. So our numbers pale in comparison, but what people don't get is that sometimes you want to shop by area, not necessarily by zip code, because there's some intricacies here. So Gladwyne, you're typically all in Lower Merion Township. However, Villanova borders two different school districts, Radnor and Lower Merion. And Haverford also borders multiple school districts, Haverford and Lower Merion. So it's important to know where you're looking for these homes, and I would be searching by school district if schools are important to you if you're looking for a property in the greater Philadelphia area. What we also know is there are some adjacent zip codes, and I'm going to give you some examples here based on data where you get a little more bang for your buck, and if you're thinking about moving to the main line or some of the surrounding areas, and maybe it's a little out of budget or you want more house, there's some great places to go, and it's really important to find an agent who is going to show you homes in adjacent zip codes. So as an example, we know that Gladwyne's at 19035. If you go to the adjacent zip codes right next to it, so you go to 19072 in Penn Valley, well, that number comes down significantly. That also includes Narberth. So you can get a lot more bang for your buck in those places. If you look at Wynwood, that also comes down significantly. There's parts of Wynwood that are only 3-4 minutes away from Gladwyne, and you can get a really nice neighborhood, a very comparable house, but maybe not that Gladwyne zip code or that sort of mansion or estate feel that a lot of homes have in Gladwyne. Still a great option if that's what your budget allows for. You could say the same thing about Haverford, right? So in Haverford, you're in this very niche market there right by Marion Golf Manor, and then you're right next to Havertown and Ardmore and Bryn Mawr. So even when you're going over to Bryn Mawr, the average sale price, and this is not list price, it's a little different, through the third quarter was $1.37 million. That's very close to Gladwyne. It's very close to Haverford. It's very close to Villanova, and that might be another place where you can find some more bang for your buck. And the secret here is that living in a certain neighborhood is going to be important to folks for a whole lot of reasons. There's no dispute there. You want to be on this street for this reason. I can appreciate that. What a good agent does, they're going to show you all the homes in the school district, all the homes in the township, all the homes in the municipality, and the adjacent school districts, townships, municipalities. So you want to be looking at the homes that are maybe right there in terms of a location, maybe in a different elementary school zone, maybe in the same elementary school zone with a different zip code. These things happen more than you would realize, and by going 5 minutes east or 5 minutes south or the other side of a certain street, you're able to find some other options. So when you're searching for a home, the secret here is make sure you have an agent that is casting a wide net and showing you all the properties and giving you a full breadth of the market. For example, you look at some of these prices here, and let's say your budget's $1.5 million, right? And we go to the Villanova median list price is $1.54 million. Well, if you're looking even a little higher, knowing sometimes you can negotiate, or a little lower than that number and having a wider price point, you're going to have more options come across your desk. And the more options you have as a home buyer, the better off you're going to be because you know exactly what's happening in the market. So the secret here is don't get boxed into the zip code or the community or the neighborhood. And in a lot of cases, that's going to make sense for most people because they have family on the street. They have friends on the street. I get that. Be a little open-minded to other properties that are available. And what may end up happening is you find a home that's a little off the beaten path, maybe in a different zip code, but in the same general area, in the same school system, in the same community where you want it to be anyway for a price that's going to make sense for you.